How can a world peace-loving Trump supporter become a gunman hell-bent on assassinating Donald Trump, the man he once voted for? Former President Donald Trump has survived a second assassination attempt in less than 3 months. The latest incident occurred at Trump International Golf Course in West Palm Beach, Florida, while Trump was playing a round of golf. Reports state that shots were fired at the 45th president, but he emerged unscathed. The FBI has confirmed that Trump is safe and unharmed, and are now actively investigating the event. This attempted assassination follows a similar incident in Pennsylvania just 9 weeks ago, which also targeted the former president. According to law enforcement officials, the alleged shooter had been identified as Ryan Routh, a 58-year-old man with outspoken views on Trump. Routh was seen hiding in the shrubbery, aiming what appeared to be an AK-47 style rifle towards the former president. 2 backpacks believed to belong to Routh were found hanging on a nearby fence with a GoPro camera. County Sheriff Rick Bradshaw released a statement shortly after the incident, praising the Secret Service agent after he immediately engaged with the person holding the rifle. The agent opened fire at the suspect, which caused Routh to flee the scene. However, thanks to coordinated efforts of law enforcement, Routh was captured and soon taken into custody.
All right, 1:30 this afternoon. Call came out, shots fired. That was called in by the Secret Service. Because we're in constant contact with them all the time, we were notified of that, and we had units here that immediately sealed off the area. Fortunately, we were able to locate a witness that came to us and said, hey, I saw the guy running out of the bushes. He jumped into a black Nissan, and I took a picture of the vehicle and the tag, which was great.
Reports indicate that Trump remained calm and in good spirits after the attempt on his life. Sources say that he even cracked jokes after the shots were fired. Trump took to X to reassure his supporters and thank law enforcement for their rapid response. In a post, the former president wrote, "I would like to thank everyone for your concern and well wishes. It was certainly an interesting day. Most importantly, I want to thank the U.S. Secret Service, Sheriff Rick Bradshaw and his Office of Brave Dedicated Patriots, and all of the law enforcement for their incredible job done today at Trump International in keeping me, as the 45th President of the United States and the Republican nominee in the upcoming presidential election, safe. The job done was absolutely outstanding. I am very proud to be an American." Republican Senator Lindsey Graham said he'd spoken to the former president after the gunshots, adding that Trump was in good spirits. He wrote on social media, "Just spoke with President Trump. He is one of the strongest people I've ever known. He is in good spirits and is more resolved than ever to save our country." According to his own social media post, Ryan Routh was initially a supporter of Donald Trump. He admitted to voting for Trump in the 2016 election, but later grew disillusioned with the president's performance in a scathing online post, which has been removed. "While you were my choice in 2016, I and the world hoped that President Trump would be different and better than the candidate. But we were all greatly disappointed, and it seems you are getting worse and devolving. I will be glad when you're gone." Routh professed to stand for world peace and prosperity and wanted to end all war and for all citizens to be happy. He had travelled to Ukraine following Russia's 2022 invasion to help volunteer and provide aid. He had moved to Hawaii in 2018 with his long-term girlfriend, having previously lived in North Carolina. Reports also suggested that the 58-year-old had a criminal record. According to CBS sources, he was charged and convicted of numerous felony offences, including carrying a concealed weapon and resisting arrest by a police officer in Guilford County in North Carolina between 2002 and 2010. Routh's son has since come forward and professed that his father is not a violent man, with his worst offence that he knew of was just a couple of traffic tickets. Ryan Routh said that his father hated Trump, professing that he also doesn't like Trump, but was shocked to hear about the incident. He told the Daily Mail, "He's my dad, and he's had a couple of traffic tickets as far as I know. He's not a violent person." He added, "He's a hard worker and a great dad. He's a great dude, a nice guy, and has worked his whole life." This is not the first time that Donald Trump has been the target of assassination attempt. In July, during a rally in Pennsylvania, another gunman opened fire on the former president while he was delivering a speech.
I want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened. Wait.
Trump sustained an injury to his ear, but 2 days after the shooting, he returned to give a speech at the Republican National Committee, signaling his refusal to be intimidated.
I am running to be president for all of America, not half of America, because there is no victory in winning for half of America. So tonight, with faith and devotion, I proudly accept your nomination for President of the United States. Thank you.
These incidents raise concerns about the heightened risk political figures face in the current political climate, particularly as Trump remains a polarizing figure in American politics. With his bid for the 2024 presidency well underway, security around Trump is expected to tighten even further as his campaign continues. Meanwhile, current President Joe Biden said that he's relieved the former president was uninjured. In a statement, Biden said, "There is no place for political violence or for any violence ever in our country. The Secret Service has every resource, capability, and protective measure necessary to ensure the former president's continued safety." Despite the fierce political battle between Biden and Trump, both seem to agree that violence has no place in the democratic process. For Donald Trump, this is just another chapter in his long political career filled with controversy and drama. With 2 assassination attempts in less than 3 months, one thing remains clear: he will not be deterred from seeking a return to the White House. Over the next week, former President Donald Trump will continue his active campaign for the 2024 presidential election, with a number of public appearances scheduled across the United States. Among the notable stops are Michigan and his home of New York, where Trump plans to hold his rallies and engage with his supporters. These events come as part of a broader strategy to gain momentum and have him re-elected as the President of the United States. Security measures are expected to be heightened throughout Trump's campaign stops, particularly as he is scheduled to meet with Ryan Routh, the head of the US Secret Service. Given recent events, ensuring the safety of the former president has become a top priority for law enforcement agencies. Local police, in coordination with federal authorities, are also preparing for potential protests or demonstration that may arise. The gunman Ryan Routh is scheduled to appear in court, is currently awaiting trial for charges related to Trump's assassination attempt.